How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Surviving Rocklahoma. We are here on the eve of a major Rocklahoma announcement. Please let me know how you are doing in the comments. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay so that we can get this show on the road. We've got a lot to talk about. I see some folks already in the comments, already hitting those double digits in the live viewers. So glad to see everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. I see the Grinch. I see the co-hostess with the most, Christy Gross of Camp Mardi Gras, is in the comments. I see Darren Pilkington, one of the folks that have been essential in that Rocklahoma campgrounds map here the last year or two. I see Rocklahoma's George Washington is also in here in the comments. What is up? Randy Hesley, April Broomfield. What is up, everybody? You know, it is an exciting Monday night because the official Rocklahoma page has been letting us know that we've got an announcement tomorrow, and we're going to jump into that here in a little bit. We've also got some music from some local bands, including 7 Foot Monkey, who had a great show last night at the Josie Scott show. Also was another band that is made up of some great friends of the podcast, Fist of Rage, also played. We're going to give you a taste of them. We haven't heard from them in a bit, so I thought, you know what, we need to throw them in the mix. Also, we've got a band from the Rock Box, Aquafire. We'll be rounding out the show with them towards the latter part of the hour. You guys are stuck with me for the next hour, so I tell you what, kick back, sit back, grab you some refreshments. We're going to give a special thanks to some of the folks that help power the show. And speaking of, before we break into those, we are also going to be rewarding one of you folks who support the show all month long. You have been entered to win some prizes, including some swag and a couple of tickets to an upcoming event that's going to be very near and dear to my heart, and we'll let you know who won those here a little bit later in this show. But first up, let's give some thanks to some of the folks that help pay the podcast bills around here. First up is DEB Concerts, who answers the question, what do you want to do with your life? And Rocky will be doing at the Roadhouse, inside the Roadhouse at the DEB concert stage. And Doug is always bringing us a collection and a montage of rock and roll acts, everything from local to national and even some throwbacks as well. And I can't wait to see who he is bringing us this Labor Day weekend. We will find out tomorrow. And also, I want to give a lot of love to At Your Service Rentals, the only place where I know of that you can get your own personal restroom or a swimming pool or both for your campsite at Rocklahoma and born and raised. They will be accepting reservations here in the coming months. Make sure that you check out AYS Rentals on Facebook and all the social media so that you are in for those announcements. You don't want to be stuck out in the middle of the night looking for a place to go poo-poo like that guy. Hey, buddy, what are you doing over there?
Dinner was full.
Yeah, I didn't call At Your Service Rentals. Also, we want to give a shout out to the Rocklahoma bitches. They have been some of the most prominent spirit squad for the Rocklahoma. I tell you, these girls have always keeping me in the rock and roll spirit anytime they turn up. And you know, they always turn out for Rocklahoma. And they've also got an alter ego, the Redneck Bitches, which has been covering helping us out at Born and Raised as well. They are proud donators of the guitars that we have given away the last couple of years at those scavenger hunts. So those scavenger hunts are also in the works as well. Huge shout out to the Flamingo and George Washington for keeping that thing going. And man, I can't wait. There's just so much to talk about. Also, we want to give a special thank you to Rockavet, who we have been working with for several years now. We've given away over 200 passes to not only Rocklahoma, but other festivals as well, including Born and Raised Country Music Festival. Because you know what? These folks believe that music is medicine, and you know, they have taken it, made it their lives, their mission to get that medicine to our veterans, first responders, and Blue Star and Gold Star families. So thank you so much, Rockavet, for supporting this show. And you know what? In addition, we have been doing code words that we announce every episode. And if you're keeping track, you should be making note of these code words. And June, the 4th of July, we're going to name, or they'll select the person that has the most correct code words, and they'll be winning general admission Rocklahoma passes. This week is, the code word is charity. So that's right, folks. So if you are taking notes, if you are keeping track of the Rockavet code words, this week's code word is charity. A lot of fulfillment comes anytime that you participate in charity. Speaking of, Rockavet has one coming up in next month, and I'm going to give you some details about that here in a little bit. Also, we want to give a shout out to our proud partner and sponsor, Photography by Angel Lee. Our own Rebel Angel has been joining us for the last couple of years, covering Rocklahoma, including 3 Rocklahomas, 2 Rock the Rivers, and 2 Rock the Equinoxes. And we traveled across the country, not once to Rock Island, but twice to cover Welcome to Rockville. And I can't wait to see what we cover this year. There's always so much going on here on the podcast. As we are celebrating 10 years of this very podcast, and we couldn't have done it without you fine folks, and I couldn't have gotten where we have gotten in the last couple of years without our good friend Rebel of Photography by Angel Lee. Also, some other friends that are bringing a busload of debauchery is the big old bus. You can't miss them at Rocklahoma. Anytime that you go those campgrounds from VIP to GA, you're going to see the big old party at those converted school buses or perverted school buses, depending on how you look at it. But I mean, there's always some amazing things going on, and it's just a party every time you go over there. And they've got a long list of events that will be listed on the Rocklahoma Campgrounds map, and will keep you in the know of the who, what, when, and where of all the community events at this year's Rocklahoma 2025 Labor Day weekend, as we are here the eve of the lineup announcement. Also, we want to give a shout out to Metalcore Clothing, who has been making our threads for the last couple of years. And they've got a couple of shirts that we still have available. The proud member of my local music scene, as well as the official tribal logo which I believe we may be getting a new design this year. I got to reach out to Jeremy and Lacey Knight. Remember, Jeremy is the lead singer of Perseus and a veteran in his own right, and Lacey is Miss Rocklahoma royalty in her of Rocklahoma's past. So we are so glad to have Metalcore Clothing as a proud sponsor of the show. And for our final sponsor, we like to crack open the show by cracking open a cold one. And you know, the fine folks in Pryor who of Pryor Liquor, Wines, and Spirits, they're the folks that sell the suds that keep me sauced. And I've been trying different beverages every week. And this week is a new one. I've never had this one. This is from Cutwater, made with award-winning real spirits, most awarded canned cocktails in the USA. This is a vodka mule. You can get this at Pryor Liquor, Wines, and Spirits there in Pryor, Oklahoma. Folks, if you are putting together your order for Rocklahoma and you're deciding, you know, how much you're going to need, remember, if they don't carry it, I'm pretty sure they can get it. So make sure that whenever you stock up for Rocklahoma, you give Pryor Liquor, Wines, and Spirits a call and tell them Surviving Rocklahoma called you, sent you, so that you can get your Rocklahoma supplies. Now, with that being said, folks, on behalf of Pryor Liquor, Wines, and Spirits, cheers. Oh, you know what? That is good. I like that. I'm usually not a fan of what they call a Moscow Mule, and this is really good. It's a Cutwater vodka with ginger beer and lime flavor. That's awfully tasty. Thank you. Thank you so much. What are you guys sipping on? Let us know in the comments if you're sipping on something or whatever your refreshment of choice is tonight. Let's let everybody know what we're having as we kick off the party. And you know what? I tell you what, let's kick off the party. We've got a lot of music for the show tonight, and so let's just get right into it. So first up, let's give you a taste of a band that played last night. Now, I tried to feature them a couple of weeks ago, but we had audio issues, but we fixed that now. Here is a new single from 7 Foot Monkey. Here is Player X. All right, we're going to try that again. We fixed the audio there. My bad, y'all. Here it is.
This isn't
Huge shout out to 7 Foot Monkey studio audience. Yes. Give them some love. Send those reacts. Let's see those reacts pour in. What'd you think, folks? They played last night, and we featured them a couple of weeks ago, and for some reason, Facebook likes to try to flag me for awesome music. I think that's what it is. But we fixed it, and we were able to bring you that new track. Thank you guys so much to the guys in 7 Foot Monkey for rocking the box and giving me the okay to feature your music here on the show. Remember, if you'd like your music featured on the podcast, it's easy. All you got to do is shoot me an email, rockthebox, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. You know, we are the official podcast of Rocklahoma, and as many of you know, we have some exciting news coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will officially know who the bands we will be seeing this Labor Day is. We will, once we have the official lineup, we will be discussing those bands and I've got it on good authority that, we are going to see some names that we've been wanting to see for a long time. And we've also got some folks that are near and dear to our hearts here on the podcast, as we've been covering Rocklahoma Music Festival for 10 years. And every year that we go and we befriend some amazing artists, and we get to see bands as they evolve, or some bands split up and reform as other bands, and then they come through, and it's just amazing to see the blend of artists that play the festival. And I'm always excited to see what locals that we will be seeing at the festival. And I do want to thank Doug of DEB Concerts once again for giving our local artists a place to play at Rocklahoma, and I can't wait to see what we have on our lineup tomorrow. Do you have any bands that you have been wanting to see? What is your Rocklahoma bucket list? In the comments, let me see the top 5 bands that you would like to see play Rocklahoma. Are there some bands that you're hoping to see on the lineup? Maybe any bands that you have seen before and you'd like to see come back? I'd like to see what everybody thinks. Now, as far as the Rocklahoma process, the process where we are in our road to Rocklahoma is the upgrade portion, I believe, has concluded. The lineup will come out tomorrow at 10 a.m. and give us the full list of all of the bands that's going to be playing. And then they will also share the details of the general sale. So this means the period to renew has gone and passed. The period where you can upgrade your seats and possibly get in before others have the opportunity to get those higher packages or whatnot, that's passed as well. So now it will be a free-for-all. There are no more pre-sales. This will be your moment to get your Rocklahoma 2025 passes. There are financing options available, so you won't have to take that big bite of the festival passes all in one go. You can make payments, and the service fees added up quite a bit. So to offset that, I believe this is one of the first years that we haven't seen a real increase in the actual festival passes. So they worked with us, and they had the fans in mind as they set up. They got to working with a new ticket processing company. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of the head, but addressing some of the feedback from last year, they went with a different company this year. So if you see those fees, just remember that our passes, our packages didn't go up like they usually do. So your overall bill should be about the same as what it usually is. I see a lot of camps representing in the comments. There's a couple. Christy of Camp Mardi Gras, bucket list is ridiculous. 9 Inch Nails, ugh, I would love to see some 9 Inch Nails. Incubus, Spirit Box, Bad Omens, Architects, and the Misfits. You know, that's not totally ridiculous. I mean, I can see any of those bands realistically coming through. Looking through here, I see Camp Asylum checking in here in the comments. Going VIP, Janine says. Going VIP this year. I hope my short ass can see the stage. I guarantee you will. And if you got your reserved seating, you will have your designated spot where you're not going to have to fight with other people trying to get close and crowd surfers and mosh pits. You will be able to get some rest. It is a long weekend. It's hot, it's sunny or rainy or windy or tornado-y. It could be a Rocklahoma. You never know. We're hoping fair weather. We had beautiful weather this past year, but you will have, as a VIP, base VIP, you get your reserved seating so you can sit down and enjoy the show. I love mine. It's how I get through the weekend personally. I went VIP, and nothing against general admission, but I will never go anything less than VIP. I eat too much at that buffet, and if it is super hot, that air conditioned tent it's a game changer. I've ridden out a very hot Rocklahoma more than once in that air conditioned tent, excuse me. Kenny Spillman says, who's doing karaoke at Rocklahoma and when? That's a good question. Once again, remember the Rocklahoma campgrounds map will be available, and it is actually evolving now. In years past, it has grown from just a little from a spreadsheet covering VIP, letting everyone in the VIP camping know where all the parties were. Since we took over the map, we've grown it to include all of the campgrounds, and we've added a directory, and we have done our best to keep it 100 as accurate as possible and as, geographically close as we can get. It's not perfect. It's an Excel spreadsheet, but it's pretty dang close. Now, I want to thank once again Darren Pilkington for helping me out with keeping me organized and providing us with some forms so that we can streamline the process. Let me double check before I tell you all wrong, but I believe the map is live. If I can type. Let's see. Once again, if you go to Surviving Rocklahoma, that'll take you to the official podcast page, and you can click on the Rocklahoma Survival Guide, and that will bring up a page. Yes, there it is. And we have a overview of the campgrounds, and the actual map is not up. Yes, it is. Look at that. Now, this is last year's map that is currently available, but we are accepting submissions for Rocklahoma 2025 campsites to be listed and featured on the map. Now remember, guys, this is public. That anybody can get online and download this, and they'll know where all the parties are. So if you don't want your campsite listed to the public, then you're not going to want to submit your campsite for the map. Now, if you are like me and you want to go extra, and as we have at Camp Mardi Gras for the going on 11 years now, all you've got to do is submit to the map and let everybody know what your event is, whether you're just decorating your campsite, if you're going to have a party, an event, or you're going to host some games at your site, whatever the case may be, that is available. www.survivingrocklahoma.com. Click on the Rocklahoma Survival Guide, and you can submit for the 2025 map now. Now, the map that is available on that page, that's from last year, so you can get an idea of how it all works, and we'll be updating that fairly soon, probably within the next week. Then we will, or two, and then we will get the first drafts of that map. All right, we do see Mel from Eternal Frequency is in the comments, says she's got a bounce. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mel. We love to see our bands abroad. I tell you what, folks, we've been flapping our gums for a bit, and that about rounds out all of the news I had for Rocklahoma 2025. Once again, tomorrow we find out the official lineup for our Rocklahoma 2025 at 10 a.m. And you know what? I haven't featured this next band in, a couple of months now. And I hear they put on a great show last night alongside 7 Foot Monkey and the original voice of Saliva, Josie Scott. And, they've got such an awesome track, and they've played a lot of local festivals. I want to give some more love and recognition to my good friends in Fist of Rage, The Last Time. And once again, that was Fist of Rage. Studio audience. Yes. Studio audience, give them some loves, give them some reacts. The entire band is made up of amazing musicians. Several of them were in multiple bands. Brax himself as not only the lead singer, but he also runs sound and stage for a lot of live music gigs and events in the area. And I'd love to support local music, but the only thing that I love more than supporting local music is supporting local musicians who also support other musicians, because you know what? That's what a great musical community is all about: nurturing creativity and musical expression. Once again, thank you so much to Fist of Rage. I have a hunch, I've got a feeling that some great things are coming for that band. Make sure you check them out on Facebook. Once again, Fist of Rage. And with that being said, you know what? Speaking of supporting bands and supporting the local music scene, we've been doing giveaways the last couple of months, as we like to support the folks that help us put on this show, the folks that help support the show by feeding the monetizations. This includes the Stars Wars. You know, some of you folks may be wondering what the stars are. Those stars that you have that option of sending in your Facebook comments and your live stream there. That's little bits, little pieces of currency that goes into our tip jar, because we feature so much music here on the show, we often get flagged, and which means that we can't monetize by views. So you guys sending those stars, that makes a world of difference as we pay for our podcasting bills and hosting bills and all of that other stuff. So thank you guys so much if you are sending those stars. Also, you can support the show by subscribing to the Facebook page, $4.99, cancel anytime. Now, by each and every week, we take the top stars sender and we qualify them for a drawing at the end of the month. This also includes the folks who subscribe. So all of you who give back to the show, this drawing is for you, as we've got over, oh my gosh, we've got over a dozen folks who subscribe to the show and are top Stars Wars winners each week. And what we did is we assigned a number to each of these names, and we drew a number, and I want to congratulate. You know what? Before I tell you who won, let me tell you what you win, folks. You know, from time to time, we get bands that like to send in stuff. And one of our local bands, Still Knocked, sent us some nifty hats. But you know what? Not only is this a stylish hat, it is also signed by the band. So we've got one of these. And as a special thank you from myself and our good friends at Rockavet and Black Pearl, aka Sound Pearl, who will be doing a benefit for Rockavet, raising funds so that they can continue to give the music or give the medicine that is music to veterans. They've got a benefit coming up next month at the Shrine, and featuring multiple bands. Who is this? Yes, the Black Pearl presents a concert to benefit our vets, active duty, first responders, and Blue Star and Gold Star families, featuring Dime Store Riot, 9 Left Dead, and the band you saw at the beginning of the show, 7 Foot Monkey, hosted by yours truly, the Locks That Rocks, and I'm giving away 2 passes. I'm giving away a set of pass. Yeah, no, I'm not giving that away. I'm giving a set of passes to that benefit away, and the signed Still Knocked hat. Congratulations, Tawny Elk. Tawny Elk, who has won the Stars Wars a couple of times, and she qualified and won a signed Still Knocked hat and a set of passes to the Black Pearl Rockavet benefit. That is awesome. Congratulations, neighbor. Wishes for that, at least. No, that is absolutely true, Christy. Congratulations, Tawny. You are our winner. But you know what? I tell you what, not only do I have one of these hats, but I've got 2. And I like to give stuff away. So I tell you what, this one's for anybody. Anybody who's watching the stream right now, share the stream and comment in the comments, #Rockbox, and you will qualify for a signed Still Knocked hat. Now, we featured them here in just the last week or two. So speaking of the Rockbox, we are going to go ahead and feature another band that is sent me an email, and I absolutely loved this track. So while you all are doing the #Rockbox, let's feature another band. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Aquafire.
We're back. Listen, friends, where do I begin? It wasn't me
Ladies and gentlemen, Aquafire. That's right. Give them the love. Share those reacts. Once again, that is Aquafire. They rocked the box in every way. Thank you so much to Aquafire for shooting me that email and inviting us to feature your music right here on the podcast. Remember, folks, if you want your music featured here on the show, it is easy. And I'll tell you how to do that here in a second. But first, we like to close up every show by taking a moment and saying thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for spending your Monday night with us here at the show and enjoying a beer with me as we feature some local music and talk all things rock. And speaking of, if you would like to rock the box, if you got a band and you want to get them seen and heard, well, I tell you what, just shoot me an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. Include a short bio about yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? Explain your music to me. Include your music so we have a high quality audio or video segment to play here on the show. And if you're going to be playing in the area, include your gigs as well so we can let everybody know where to go. Once again, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. Now, maybe you're not a musician. Maybe you just an enthusiast. You really like to go to these shows and you like to talk about it. You know what? Me too. Shoot me an email. Give me a review. Let me know how the show went. Did you take some pictures? Include those as well. We'd love to include your feedback on the show and even give you an opportunity to have your review posted on our website, survivingrocklahoma.com. Also, folks, it doesn't matter how you're consuming the content, whether you're joining us here live on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. We're also live on TikTok right now. Hop in the comments, share, like, follow. Doesn't matter. Just hit those buttons. Those numbers do matter, and we like to show the engagement that we accrue here in the music community. Now, with that being said, folks, we have also, let's see, where were we? Oh, I know. Speaking of rocking the box, you guys used the correct hashtag rock the box. Now, we had over 20 entries. Now, what we do is we pick a number and I associate that with the folks who followed the instructions. And our winner is somebody who she don't get to win very often here on the show, folks. She's just not been lucky in the draw, but she has been this time. I am glad when I finally get to call a friend's name. Congratulations, Christy Gross. You've won a signed Steel Knock hat. So, Christy Gross, you've got something to rock the next time you come to a concert. And remember, folks, if you want a chance to win something, all you got to do is hop in the comments and participate. We love to have your engagement on the show, just like we did. And congratulations again to one of our top supporters and winner of one of the Stars Wars this week, Tawny Elk, who won our top supporter package, including a steel knocked hat and 2 tickets to the Black Pearl Rockavette benefit coming up next month that I will be hosting. I hope to see everyone there. Once again, it is at the Venue Shrine. It is going to be featuring Dime Store Riot with special guests, 9 Left Dead, 7 Foot Monkey. I'm going to be hosting the thing, and we're going to have raffles and auctions, and we're going to be raising money for Rockavette so they can continue to give that medicine that is music to our veterans and our Blue Star and Gold Star families. Speaking of Rockavet, let's go ahead and give a shout out to all of our other sponsors as well, including DEB Concerts, who will be rocking the Roadhouse via the DEB concert stage inside the Roadhouse at Rocklahoma, having a mix of local, national, and legendary bands coming through that stage. I can't wait to find out who is going to be rocking the DEB concert stage in that lineup that will be dropping on Rocklahoma's official Facebook page tomorrow at 10 a.m. And I'll be echoing it on the official podcast of Rocklahoma. As we also want to thank Brett and the Pooh crew of At Your Service Rentals for putting up with all of our shit. Well, with our porta potties anyway. And you can get your own portable restroom for your campsite. You can even get you a swimming pool too, courtesy of At Your Service Rentals. Check them out, AYS Rentals on Facebook. Also, while you're on Facebook, go ahead and check out the Rocklahoma Bitches, because these girls love to keep the party going at Rocklahoma, and the Redneck Bitches like to keep it going a couple of weeks later at Born and Raised Country Music Festival. Also, some other folks bringing a busload of debaucheries, the big old bus bringing a busload of events to Rocklahoma. They are over in the ADA area in between GA and VIP. You can't miss them if you walk the main road, also known as the Naughty Mile. You can't miss the converted school buses, which are just a mecca, a giant party in the campgrounds. Can't wait to see what they do this year. Also, we want to thank Rockavet for everything that they've been doing for our veterans. Remember, we've also had a promotion going with Rockavet, and if you are following along and you're a regular of the show, you might be collecting the code words. Now, these code words, you got to save them up, because come around the 4th of July, they're going to be announcing the winners of GA Rocklahoma passes, and they're going to be announcing the person with the most correct code words. And this week's code word is charity. So if you're keeping track of all the code words, this week's code word is charity. Did you miss one of the past ones? Well, it's easy. All you got to go is check out those past episodes on Facebook or YouTube. Also, we want to take a moment to give a shout out to our own rebel of photography by Angel Lee, who's been taking stunning photographs of Rocklahoma for 3 years now as part of Surviving Rocklahoma, as well as a couple of local festivals, and we've traveled a couple of times to cover festivals abroad as well. Now, are you a band and you're needing those headshots, or you need some great concert photography? Well, I tell you what, give my good friend Angel give her a call. Once again, that's Photography by Angel Lee. Now, would you like some official Rocklahoma swag? The official podcast of Rocklahoma? Well, we've got a couple of designs still available, including this tribal skull that you see up here on the screen. That is a limited edition, and I believe we're going to have a new design this year for 2025, and those are courtesy of Metalcore Clothing, a veteran-owned business, also a member of the local music community. And speaking of Perseus, I saw one of the band members in there as well. What is up? Alejandro Ferinas is in the comments as well. Also of a Faustian Bargain, who rocked the stage a couple of weeks ago at the Bowman Twin, I believe it was. And oh my gosh, such a great show. Now, we also want to give a lot of special thank you to you guys, you supporters, the folks who submit who send the stars and subscribe to the page. We absolutely appreciate you guys for supporting the show. And on that note, I tell you what, we've had a relatively smooth show, so I think we are going to go ahead and wrap things up with, a final good night, a final cheers to a happy Monday, as we are all sitting on pins and needles waiting for that lineup announcement tomorrow at 10 a.m. So before I let you guys go, on behalf of Prior Liquor Wines and Spirits, cheers, everybody. All right. So that does it for me, folks. We've featured a lot of music here. We've given a couple of things away. And as I like to say each and every week, please remember to stay on the positive side of life. And until next time, rock on.